Hey there, hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to the Super Cup Round of 64 review. 64 teams qualified, whether it was through lots of wins in the 64 tournament pool play, or basically scoring enough points to be the top two in your conference, maybe some betterment, going through mini tournaments and all that, going through ladder tournaments, and then going through one game winner take all playoffs to get your spot. 64 teams made the journey for the championship. We will review the 64 teams and how it happened. Now, the order is based on the order that they'll use their second round or round 32 games in. So the format was that there were 32 games. So eight days of 4 games a day. However, because Saturday was a big day, we put 4 more matches. So every day of the week, except for Saturday, had 4 matches. Saturday had 8 matches. And of course, as we said, the groups will be based on their starting points. The faster the group got their 2 finalists through, the earlier they'll start the tournament. So Group 15, which is the group that were playing at Ford Field at the Motor City Bowl, started off. Both games were ending up on Monday. Monday started with California versus Miami of Ohio. The Red Hawks were the team that were one of the best teams in the MAC. They took on the Cal Golden Bears that won a 3-team pool play. But Cal sent Miami of Ohio home with a 23-10 victory. The other matchup had number 46 Oregon against number 19 Colorado State. Surprised how good Colorado State was in qualifying, but Oregon sent the Rams packing 26-7. So on Wednesday, it will be Cal versus Oregon, a Pac-10 or Pac-12, I guess you want to call it, if you want to be technical, round of 32 match. Oregon is the heavy favorites to move on to the Sweet 16, especially with their passing attack of Dan Fouts, versus Cal's Aaron Rodgers. Second, Group 3, the Stanford group, finished off by Wednesday. On Tuesday, number 40 Fresno took on number 25 Auburn, and it looked like Auburn easily will take down the California Raisins, if they called themselves. However, Fresno used a few late scoring tactics and a late touchdown to send Auburn flying. Fresno takes down Auburn in the first hurdle, 21-20. And on Wednesday, number 57 Oregon State took on the number 8 seed Stanford Cardinals. Stanford looked good at home. It was a touchdown battle. 7 touchdowns between the two teams, but Stanford will score 4 of them. They win 28-21. So Stanford will play Fresno. We'll see another California team into the Sweet 16. Stanford's the heavy favorite, of course. Also next Wednesday, Alabama, Bryant-Denny Stadium hosting a group. On Monday, number 33 Wisconsin against number 32 UCLA played. And UCLA snaked in without having to play ladder tournaments. But they should have had more practice as Wisconsin took down UCLA 24-14. Of course, the number 1 seed, Bama, the hosts group, on Thursday took on number 64 North Texas, who managed to qualify on the last day. North Texas got crushed. Sam Darnold sucked 38-6 Bama with the win. Bama will take on Wisconsin. That's going to be a heavy matchup, but I think Bama might have this one. And finally, Group 4, between the match in Clemson. Clemson will host on Wednesday. Next Wednesday, Clemson will host their group matches. And basically, all hell. On Tuesday, Michigan took care of Toledo by a score of 16-7. 24 seed Michigan took down number 41 Toledo. It was a low-scoring game. Michigan lost their left tackle Hurst for 1 game, so he will not play in the second round matchup. Of course, Clemson hoping to do well on Saturday against number 56 North Carolina. Clemson hosting this 14 pod, but Clemson surprisingly couldn't stop UNC's defense, as North Carolina's defense held Clemson to 7 points while scoring 21. So North Carolina will take on Michigan in the matchup to go to the Sweet 16. Michigan is the favorite, although if this was college basketball, North Carolina would win. So that's the Wednesday matchups. Thursday, 4 groups will move on. The first one will be Florida in Gainesville, Florida. On Wednesday, number 36 Texas Christian took on number 29 Washington. It was a back and forth battle, tied at 14. Dalton throws a late pick. Washington, Jake Browning with the winning touchdown with no time left, a 40-yard bomb. And Washington with the Hail Mary throw, the best finish of the tournament so far. They're on to the next round. However, on Thursday, number 4 Florida took a number 6 win Tulsa. Everyone suspected Florida was going to easily win, and they did, 24-6. However, it's not all good news for Florida. As Danny Warfel injured his groin, he is out till the final at the very least. So basically, they will have to use Tim Tebow. So everyone's thinking that Washington now has a bit of an advantage headed to the round of 32 match. However, Tim Tebow did throw 2 touchdowns against Tulsa, although it was against Tulsa. So maybe Washington's defense will stop him. Tebow will have to leave Florida. Next up is Group 8, the New Mexico Bowl group. That's on Wednesday. Number 44 Miami take on number 21 Iowa. Iowa used their defense to win 22-13. On Friday, Indiana took on Boise. And Boise did take on Indiana. However, their left tackle is out to the final, so Boise might have a bit of a problem on offensive line. But Iowa's defense looks good. It's Iowa's defense versus Boise's offense in a chance to go to Sweet 16. The next group, next Thursday, will be Canada State in lovely Plateau, Ontario. On Friday, number 26 Georgia took on number 39 Empire State. Of course, a lot of fans were anti-Empire because of the fact that was the team that sent Canada State out in the ladder tournament and put Canada State in a tough group with Oregon and South Florida, which knocked them out. Empire scored a touchdown. Josh Gimble scored the first touchdown of the game, but unfortunately for Empire, that was basically their highlight, as Georgia wins 35-14. And then Utah took on Oklahoma, number 58 Utah, number 7 Oklahoma on Saturday. And it was a close game. Utah thought they had it, but Oklahoma scored a late touchdown with like 10 seconds left to send Utah packing. Georgia and Oklahoma, this is going to be a tight matchup. Everyone says this is going to be the biggest too close to call matchup, and it happens in Canada. And finally, Group 7 at Group 7, the Holiday Bowl bracket in San Diego. On Friday, Georgia Tech took on Pitt. Everyone thought Pitt was it, but Georgia Tech proved their option offense was big and knocked down Pittsburgh 24-0. Number 5 USC took on number 60 South Florida on Saturday. Of course, Canada State fans want to wish a will on USF for knocking them out of the tournament. USC wins 20-6. So it's USC, Georgia Tech. USC is the heavy favorite. And now we go to Friday. Bloody Friday. It shall be. The first group on Friday is the EA Sports Stadium in Redwood, California. On Friday, number 50 K-State took on number 15 South Miss. And South Miss, of course, thought they had it in the bank. But K-State wins a late field goal 17-14. West Virginia took on Navy on Saturday. And West Virginia thought they had Navy beaten, but Navy proved to be bastards. Navy wins 14-9. Navy will take on K-State. A lot of people said it'll be too close to call. One of those schools, K-State Wildcats or Navy Midshipmen, will be going to the Sweet 16. Group 12, the Outback Bowl group in Tampa, Florida. On Tuesday, they actually had on Monday, App State took on Penn State. And in the first major upset of the tournament, App State, number 42, took down number 23 Penn State 21-14. However, they did lose Mike Anthony for 1 week, one of their best wide outs. So App State shocks Penn State, knocks them out of the tournament. And now they would take on Western Michigan or Florida State. On Saturday, that was settled, and Florida State easily won 16-6. So App State will now have to take down Florida State after taking down Penn State. So App State's up against it. The Independence Bowl, Group 13. Had matches on Thursday and Saturday. Thursday matchup, number 35 Colorado versus number 30 Missouri. Basically, they were old rivals from the old Big 12 days. Missouri takes down Colorado 21-7. On Saturday, Ohio State against Virginia Tech. Surprised that Virginia Tech was ranked 62nd because they couldn't get in those easy peasy spots to get a better seed. And it showed Ohio State did beat Virginia Tech by 5 points. It was close. Ohio State, Missouri, that would be a good matchup. Ohio State, I think, will win the independence thing. And then Group 16 in East Lansing. So on Tuesday, LSU taking on Western Kentucky and easily beating them 21-7. On Saturday, Notre Dame took on Central Michigan, but Central Michigan didn't buckle. They gave up only 13 points to the Irish. Unfortunately for the Chippewas, they gave up 7 themselves. So it's Notre Dame, LSU. And some say this is too close to call between those two lovely schools, LSU and Notre Dame. Now we go to what would be next Saturday. The first group next Saturday would be the Sun Bowl group in El Paso, Texas. Playing Saturday, Sunday games. Saturday, Baylor took on BYU. Of course, Baylor would be heavily favored because they're from the state of Texas. Well, BYU and Baylor had a fight to the death, but Baylor went downfield with a late game rally, got the field goal. Baylor wins. Coleman. The worst part about Baylor is that Casey Coleman, one of their best wide receivers, he's out for 2 games. So Baylor will not have one of their best wide receivers that Griffin can throw to. And then South Carolina takes on Louisiana Monroe. They took them on Sunday, and a big game. For Louisiana Monroe, they held South Carolina in tight, even though that there was a massive wind and all that. Monroe had the ball first in overtime, had a chance to kick the winning field goal, and even though the wind helped them, the kicker just couldn't get it over the crossbar. South Carolina would go on to kick the field goal. They'll take on Baylor, and some say Baylor might have a chance to get to the Sweet 16. Maybe it'll be South Carolina. The Meineke Bowl in Charlotte will also play their final group game on Saturday, Wednesday and Sunday. Wednesday, number 45 Tennessee took on number 20 Ohio University. Even though Ohio was the home team based on their point total, everyone thought Tennessee easily will rock Ohio. And the Bobcats denied it. 21-17, the MAC will be happy with that result. And then on Sunday, SMU took on the number 13 Houston Cougars. SMU, big win, 23-8. However, the worst part is one of their best receivers, Oliver, is out to the final. So SMU's got a problem. Some say Ohio might actually pull a rabbit's hat and get to the Sweet 16. Ohio and SMU, one of those will be moving on. Not Ohio State. That's Ohio University. Group 9, the Nebraska group, played their games on Saturday and Sunday. Number 2, Nebraska, Saturday against number 63, Wyoming. And everyone thought, well, Wyoming's a sentimental favorite. Well, Nebraska beat the tar out of them 24-0. Worst part for Nebraska is that Davison, one of their best receivers, out for the tourney. And then on Sunday, Ole Miss took it on Oklahoma State. And thanks to a Barry Sanders injury, Ole Miss easily won 27-7. So Ole Miss will now have to deal with Nebraska. But I think Nebraska will easily win this one. And then the last group to play next Saturday will be the Armed Forces Bowl. On Tuesday, Cincy took on Arkansas. Arkansas easily won 20-3. They were probably going to face Texas. Everyone wanted to see a Texas-Arkansas round 32 matchup, but the Air Force shocked everyone by not only putting Texas to overtime, but forcing a fumble, recovering the fumble, and then kicking a field goal by Rene Paredes to sink Texas. And I believe Texas at number 6 is the highest seed that has been taken out of the competition. Well, Clemson also got taken out at number 9, so 2 top 10 seeds are out. Oklahoma almost flipped it, and so did Ohio State. So 2 top 10 teams are out of the competition. So that will make things a little more easier. The top 5 seeds are still in. As number 6 and number 9 are gone. 69, tee. So anyway, that's your quick recap. Of course, the play of the tournament so far was Washington's Hail Mary touchdown to win the game. So keep smiling. There'll be another round coming up soon.